Greetings one and all, how's everyone doing? I hope well. So this is kind of a self VR to a video I did that's actually not even uploaded yet as of now. And that is I did a what if I was stuck in the woods and I was forced to spend the night. And I got to really thinking about my sleep system. I was like, is this going to work though? And I thought, actually I've been thinking about it all for the last couple days. And what I ended up doing is I bought a new tarp, and I actually bought something ahead of time, some Dutchware Stingers for my hammock rig. And you can see, it may look big. This pack actually isn't that bad as far as weight. It just looks like a massive pack. I can carry this all day. And so what I want to do is I want to do a practice setup on my shelter so I can see it, you guys can see it, and you guys can comment, because you know I like the comments. And you can let me know what you think. Yay mark, nay mark, that won't work. You'll be cold, you'll be this, you'll be that. But now it'd be nice to overnight with it, but unfortunately I have to work both Saturday and Sunday this weekend, so no day off. And then I'll probably end up working one day next week, so I'll only have one day off again. So, you know, they're short-handed at the job site I'm at, so, I mean, what are you going to do? Anyway, let's get the bag off, and we'll get started. I'm going to do, I guess it'll be a two-parter. I'm going to do the initial, because I got a new tarp and I got the new stingers. I'm going to set them up first, and then we'll go over the sleep system in a second part, just because I think it'd be not as long, because I don't want to do a 40-minute video, you know, but we'll just kind of see how it goes. Alright, you might recognize this stump. I did my chicken and rice video on there with the upside down Storno stove. I don't plan on doing a full pack dump. Unfortunately, the item I need is on the bottom. Yeah, I brought a chair. I'm going to be doing a cooking video today. I'm going to try to do a cooking video as well. So, I have to spare a camera. Food. Alright, so there's the tarp. Okay. Where did I put him now? Okay, so here is the tarp. This is a I forget the name now, but it is a 6x7 tarp that was it's only half a pound, and it's I got it on Amazon, which I'll link in the description. And then these are the stingers with the Dyneema cord, which I really love the color. Now, I've never used these before. I've seen them. In fact, my buddy Jared mentioned them and also recommended them. And I actually brought 2 extra hanks of paracord, and I'll show you why. Okay, so we got some big trees in Washington. Now, I wear a 3X shirt. As you can see, this tree is pretty wide, which is why I brought the paracord. The idea is to go around the paracord and then simply loop the Dyneema and the stinger through the paracord, and we'll do that right now. That's why I brought the 2 extra hanks of paracord to go around the tree. We could measure this tree real quick. If I can get the cord all the way around it. Let's see. we'll just have to go around right here because it's wanting to be stubborn. So we're looking at, okay, so right here. So this is how tall you are. This tree is 6 feet. That's 10 feet around, I would say. Good estimate. Maybe 11 feet around. So that's 11 feet around just for a tree. I mean, it's a gorgeous tree, but where's my loop? Oh, it fell out. No problem, we'll just tie a new one. Yeah, so if you got a 25-foot hank of cordage, you're losing 11 feet just going around the tree. Maybe 12 feet if you got to tie it off. So, you know, you're losing a lot from tree. And the other one is a big one too. It's probably 8 feet around maybe. So what I'm going to do, oh perfect. One advantage of this tree having all sorts of abrasions on it is I can swing my cordage around. Just straight run it through the loop. There we go. And I'll just do a quick knot. Alright. So I'm going to do these other one off camera. And then I'll... Alright. So what I did is I got the cord around the trees. And I've got the stingers over it. And I'm glad I did because the cordage that came with the stingers, which I'll show you here in a moment, was only 11 feet. I mean, yeah, it's only a 12-foot stinger, so. Now every corner of this has a tie out here, as you can see, but they don't have one in the center. So I have nothing to run the cord through. Okay, see, I'm glad I came out to practice this because that could be a problem. Okay, I don't know how well this will show, but here's what I end up doing. Is I just pulled it through, because it's tied on. I pulled it through and just looped it through this. And now I get this little end here. And probably what I'll just do is run it down here and then just hook it on so it's out of the way. Which you couldn't see that. I'll just hook this on somehow so it's out of the way, and then I have a ridge line. So, alrighty, so this is the Sea to Summit compression dry bag. I've had this for a long time, and I decided to carry parts of my sleep system in it. And I'll tell you, getting the air out of this bag was a pain in the rump. Because as soon as I would let up on it, everything would start to fluff up again. It's like, so, you know what I wish they would have? And I know they do this on tarps. It's $1 million idea for companies. Put a little one-way valve on here that I could push in to let the air out, and then let it up so to block the air. So as I'm compressing this, I can just let out the air, smash it, let out the air, smash it. That'd be a good idea. If I made compression stuff sacks, that's what I would do. Okay, now down in here is my Country River Products ground sheet, and in here I've got 4 tent stakes. So get rid of the bag. Tent stakes are down in the middle, and I will explain my philosophy for the explain what I'm going to do with these, and I'm going to get my paracord bank line out, and I'll get the get this tied up. I'll probably do a couple ends and just show you the last one, so you get the idea. All right. I'm actually really glad I did this, like in this manner, and not actually when I needed it, but practice when I don't. Because I don't know if you guys can see, but some things I could do that would make my life easier would be to pre-tie and pre-cut my tent stakes in advance, so I'm not having to sit around and uncoil, untie. I mean, look how much slack I've got on here. Pre-tie them on the tarp, so all I got to do is just setup will be tremendously quicker. So here's the, I guess you guys can't really see that. Let's see. So here's the tarp setup. It's just a quick setup, and I think I would make some definite improvements, like the tent or the tarp. Or I mean, tying on the lines in advance would be a huge help. Tying them on the tent stake, I literally only have to do is just either hook it on the carabiner, hook it on, or just tie it on, and I'm hitting the ground running, versus having to sit there and uncoil all the lines and everything else. So at this point, I can go ahead and I can always move the tent stakes out a little bit. You know, get it a little bit tighter if I needed to, like this. Like that. Get this guy adjusted. Okay. Pretty happy with how that looks, I guess. Seems a little tight on this end though. As soon as I tighten up that other side, this side was loose. All right. Well, there you go. One tarp setup. I'm really a little bummed that it doesn't have center tie outs. That would have made the stingers work better. So maybe I'll sew some on. But I think that would do. I definitely need to go through and fix the lines. I'm not happy with that. Not perfectly straight either, but you know, the idea is it gets you through the night, but the setup could be quicker and smoother. So that's already what I'm thinking. So I think I'm going to end it here, hanging a new tarp. It should be long enough, because you know, this is 6 feet. It's just over 6 feet. So I don't have a ton of room. I mean, I'd rather use my 13 by 13 one nice if I was camping, but in this case, if I'm just trying to get through the night and I need shelter at ½ pound and 6 by 7, I think it will do, in theory anyway. So keep an eye out for part 2. It should be up after this one. We're going to be going over the actual shelter setup of this. And thank you for watching. And let me know what you think. Comments.